last full day here. I thought we'd have a little trip into Nottingham. Just got absolutely soaked just as we were packing the car.
Turn right at the traffic light.
Yeah, so just
cricket
there
ground
is the
there.
cricket ground.
Trent Bridge Inn, that's a bit of a giveaway.
In half a mile, keep right to
Maid
Wilford
Marian
Road.
Way.
Yeah.
Okay.
In a quarter of a mile, keep right to Wilford Road.
As for Nottingham Castle, follow city centre.
Okay.
Make a slight right turn at the traffic light.
There's no slight about it, is it? Tram there.
Mm.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right onto Castle Boulevard, then keep right.
Over the canal. Or is it the Trent?
Keep right on Maid Marian Way, then take the first left.
How do we get in there, though?
It looks like you go round, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's in here.
Turn left onto Canal Street, then take the
Right,
first
we're gonna
left.
Stop in Maid Marian car park.
Right. And we're going to go that way.
You are going the wrong way down the street.
She's in a real panic, she's gone all red. Steep.
And tight. So we go left. You can't get round there, surely. Oh, it's here. Couldn't see where the next up was. Could go in there actually. Let's go a little bit further up. Not doing it.
It's alright, I'm glad I'm not in a big car.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yep.
What do you reckon, T? A lot of closed shops down there. National Justice Museum. Nottingham Castle, Nottingham Tourism Centre, that way. Think about gun and more bat cricket makers. Cricket bat makers.
Oh, that's useful, isn't it?
Yeah. Developing Broad Marsh. This is this area here, I think. Okay. Well, that's quite interesting there, isn't it? Whatever it is. Play area for the kids.
Bus station and car park.
The what?
It's the bus station and car park.
Okay. That's the bus station and car park.
It's just over there.
I've got to admit, we're not ones for cities. We're not normally like going into cities. We're like castles and parks and abbeys and ruins like we are.
Weird having Tara on this other lead.
Oh, you go on the wrong lead.
Well, you've put the wrong leads on there.
All right. At Nottingham College here. There's the trams,
Yes.
which is great to see, really. It's like being in Amsterdam, isn't it? Perhaps not. Looks like if we'd turned round, we'd have seen where the castle is. Looks like old Methodist church there, isn't it?
Castle Gate. Castle.
here's the castle. Okay, the pub's dog friendly, but the castle isn't.
No.
Bit about Robin Hood. I won't read it all, but there you go. One story I did like, that was on that board, which I did get a chance to read, was that Robin Hood at 18 was a talented bowman, and he was challenged by the Sheriff of Nottingham to an archery contest, which he obviously did very well in, and enraged at it, the Sheriff took a shot at him, missed, and he returned fire, and ever since then he was a wanted murderer.
Oh, right. Did Robert of Locksley?
Yeah. Yeah, again, it's probably another story, but...
Yeah.
Tara, is that you on there? That picture of you?
The wrong colour, isn't it? No, it could be you. Bobby's colour and your ears.
Right, turn around. Tara? Tara? Is the pub dog friendly? Is the castle dog friendly? Well, here's the way in. Here once an all year round ticket, adult 15, kids go free. It's a shame, isn't it? Let's go in and see, ask the question. Okay. That is the building you can see from the park, at Cotgrave Park. You're allowed in there and in the grounds, but but hang on, but not in the palace itself. Paid £15 each to get in, but can't take the dogs into the palace. The palace apparently is an hour and a half or 2 hours, depending on how much you want to take in. Can't leave these outside for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
3 hours if we both went in separately.
If we both went in separately, so no. So we have bought a ticket for the year, it's the same price, £15 each, which means we can come back at some other time when we're sans dogs. We're going to have a look around the grounds as well. I mean, it's not a castle in the sort of a traditional sense, is it? It's a palace. And there's a Robin Hood exhibition there as well. I think we might be able to go in there. But hopefully we'll get some nice views. Okay. Interesting old looking buildings there. No idea what I'm looking at here because there's no sign for me to read. Like a kiddies play area here with castles and things. Climb rope bridges and all sorts of things. Wouldn't mind to go on that myself. Explanation board.
Yeah, this castle was built for William the Conqueror around 1068.
So the kiddies adventure thing is in the old moat, or the old ditch rather.
Sorry, don't shoot over.
Bobby's off. So this is the highest point of the Castle Rock, home to the most important buildings of the medieval castle. Protected by a 12th century curtain wall, the Upper Bailey contained a rectangular keep and chapels, gatehouse and residential accommodation, including the earlier royal apartments. It was also the site of the prison and the bakehouse. All of these buildings were destroyed in 1651, and this was constructed in 1674 and 1679 as a residence for the Dukes of Newcastle. And that's a picture of the castle site showing the location of the Upper Bailey.
It's all right down about there.
Yeah, bit of a monstrosity really, isn't it?
That was a dream of a attractive, all the balconies.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think I preferred the medieval castle, please. You can see this absolutely miles away. You can see it from Cotgrave.
Yeah, well, it's so high up.
So from this position it's easy to see why Nottingham Castle was so important, strategically placed high on a sandstone ridge that overlooked the main route heading northwards across the River Trent. The River Lean at the foot of the rock offered additional protection and powered the castle's mills. Goods were transported to and from the castle via the Lean using Mortimer's Hole, which exits into Brewhouse Yard below. The cave Mortimer's Hole was probably dug in the 12th or early 13th century in the reign of King John. Yeah. That's that power station over there, isn't it?
Yeah. Bit of a landmark.
Yeah. I put my wireless mic on. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. But yeah, no, great views. So this is the Upper Bailey, highest point of the Castle Rock. Most important buildings of the medieval castle were once located here in the Upper Bailey. And there are cave tours here as well. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's somewhere we can come back to. A suite of state apartments was located across the courtyard. These private rooms were built in 1476 for King Edward IV, replacing the cramped royal quarters previously located in the Upper Bailey. Chambers are several stories high and featured exposed timbers thought to have resembled the horseshoe cloisters at Windsor Castle. Impressive tower to the left was begun at the same time and completed by King Richard III. Big pointy thing.
Over there.
Or cathedral type pointy thing.
No, that.
Oh, an obelisk.
Yeah.
So a little bit about the walls. So strong stone curtain walls surrounded the medieval castle. Middle Bailey curtain walls constructed of local magnesium limestone. An excavation from the east-facing section unearthed a medieval cesspit containing excrement, domestic rubbish, rubble, medieval pottery and the skeletons of a cat, 3 rats, peregrine falcon and 3 sparrowhawks. And the walls were rebuilt in 1908. Henry III upgraded the castle, rebuilding it much of it in stone between 1250 and 1255. Yeah, that would have been something, wouldn't it?
That tower in there.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, the sign says near this site King Charles I raised his royal standard on August the 2nd, 1642, an act which marked the beginning of the English Civil War. There was a barracks here as well for a while. This was erected in memory of the people who fell during the war. People killed in Kandahar there, so 1879. Oh yeah. A bit funny, isn't it? 1879, Kandahar. Almost 100 years later we were back there. This granite monument was erected in honour of the men from the 59th 2nd Nottinghamshire Regiment of Foot who died in Afghanistan, part of an invasion force seeking to curtail Russian influence in the region during the Second Anglo-Afghan War. Designed by William Jackson and unveiled in 1884. Oh, that's interesting. There's a ruined section of the Middle Bailey Wall. So Bailey is an enclosed area within a castle. Yeah. Nottingham had 3 Baileys, and the wall would have been originally a wooden palisade. And they spent £1,800 in between 1171 and 1189 on the castle, including enclosing the middle and upper bailies in stone walls, completed in 1173 and then further heightened in 1187 during the reign of King Henry II. So there would have been the tower to the right, which was built in 1251, and to the left at the top of the road is what became known as Richard's Tower, named after Richard III, but thought to be built by his brother Edward IV. Cost £3,000. Again, destroyed in the Civil War. Go on. There we are. It says you can, this is Castle Rock, and it says you can take, it's got more caves than any other city in Britain, all of which are man-made. You can take 2 fascinating cave tours, one through the castle's cellars, kitchens and dungeons, and the others cut down into the infamous Mortimer's Hole. Okay. This is the Trip to Jerusalem Inn. It was on the notice board at the campsite to visit it. And it's cut into the walls. It says it's the oldest inn in England, allegedly. You think the Fighting Cocks is old, isn't it? Yeah, it's built into the walls, not actually in the walls, is it? Okay. Opening time Sunday 11 AM to 11 PM, so it is open. You want to have a look in? Yeah. Let's just have a quick look around the outside. Yeah.
The children welcome.
It doesn't say anything about these things. Just a minute, T. Get you around here. Man being reasonable must get drunk. The best of life is but intoxication. Go on then.
And wooden post, and swing it in gently.
And it'll fling off.
And swing it in gently, and hold it sideways as well. So you're holding it flat. That's it. So nice and gently.
Whoa.
Okay, there's the tip. So the side on holding of the ring.
What amazing. Look, load of graffiti here. Some at seating level. This is that magnesium limestone, isn't it? They talk about.
It's like you're sitting in a cave.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually sitting in the chimney tower. I didn't sort of realise it, but up through there you can't really see it. A little bit of glass there. That is the chimney tower. And you can see obviously there was a fireplace here. They said they were carved through the solid rock. Yeah, we're having a nut roast, a huge bit of cabbage.
Yeah.
And the dogs are having their usual. I think Tara's actually finished now. Go on. There you go. A whole bit in there as well. No, down here. Well, it claims to be the oldest inn in England. Fighting Cocks in St Albans claims to be the oldest pub. There's a distinction there. Obviously this was accommodation.
Yes.
Whereas the Fighting Cocks was a pub originally. Yeah, so this is Brewhouse Yard. It said the River Leen once flowed through here. Its banks were once lined with mills and breweries that supplied the castle soldiers. In 1600s the land was sold, new industries, orchards and workshops appeared. Cottages were built in front of the caves. In the Castle Rock the river was diverted in 1900 and only the cottages remain of the homes and workshops that were once here. Owned by private landlords, rented by families involved in the textile industry. And it says soon to be lace worker Lucy Webster lived here with her family in 1905. And there's a little bit about join us to explore her history and meet the people who lived here. Okay, you have to have a castle ticket to explore it. which we have. In the 1700s, Nottingham is a market town of gardens and orchards with 10,000 inhabitants. Brewhouse Yard is on the southwest edge in the countryside by the castle. 70 people live here, others come to work. 18 houses, workshops and gardens, tenanted, let by landlords living elsewhere. Many occupants are successful in clothworking, dyeing and knitting. Several gentlemen tenants rent houses here, like William Elliot plans to buy his own grander premises up the hill at the elegant marketplace. Busy and built up. In the 1820s there were fewer houses or factories around the castle than there will be by the 1900s, and there is green land on the edge of town. Brewhouse Yard, however, there are more buildings. Another row of workshops and cottages runs in front of this window. Nearly 100 people live or work in 18 dwellings. The inhabitants work gardens, wash textiles on the land leading down to the River Leen. Polluted water supply called the common sewer of the town. And many campaign for clean water. In 1905, Lucy Webster lives at Brewhouse Yard with a family. 7 families here, including 2 publicans. It's a working class neighbourhood with fewer houses and workshops than it once held. It's not too far to find new houses in the park beyond the castle. Gardens around the castle allow Lucy's mother to take her babies for walks without crossing the road. The River Leen to the south, which once drew industries to Brewhouse Yard, had just been covered over by Lenton Boulevard. New waterworks and printworks sit either side of this road. Right, so different cottages in here. Charles Lee working from home, popping down, working on a knitting machine in the attic. Some modern chairs and tables. And you've got some more cottages here. And William Elliot. He was the richest man in Nottingham because he worked out how to create a dye that didn't run, a black dye, a secret recipe. He became very rich. So about the industries here: bleaching lace, dressing room, spinning wheel at home, a stocking vendor, drawing ink, pen, ink and watercolour, made by Paul Sandby in 1759. Reproduction of an oil painting made in 1911. Textile skills of Brewhouse Yard tenants. Oh, it's just fascinating. Fortunately, it's raining outside, so I've had to leave Poppy and the dogs outside. I'll see if Jenny wants to come in and have a look, because it is quite interesting. Don't know how much we can see in it, so it gets a bit dark. But these are the caves. Okay, this is Wild Boar's Cave. Okay, this place was known as the house in the early days. You'd step from each kitchen to its private cave larder, only later were the cellars linked by the passages. Cellars were found below some cottages, but caves offered a more convenient, cool storage. Cave was carved out some years before. It's said to be used to isolate plague victims. Around 1610, the chimney is a puzzle, nothing else like it in the caves, but no, there was a brew house, so it may have been part of that. Whoop. It's like a pump. What amazing. He's asking how he got clean water in Nottingham. Residents with no well could use dirty river or town pump water, buy buckets of clean water or pay private companies. One company ran Castle pumping station from 1830 to 1880. Water went to a distant reservoir, not these cottages. Corporation took over the town water provision in 1880, and clean water is now easier and cheaper to produce. So sandstone was laid down 250 million years ago in what was called the Triassic period. These caves are sandstone, and all the stripes as well as some of the holes were a natural feature of the stone. It's known as a bunter pebble bed. When the pebbles fall out of the sandstone, a hole develops and erosion makes it look bigger. Some holes look square shaped. They've probably been where shelves or cupboards were fixed to the wall. Okay. The lady was saying that the start at the bottom really would be easier to explain. That road out there was originally the river there, and obviously boats came here and made their deliveries, and they had to have a way to get goods up to the castle up there, and there were caves dug that went all the way up there. You can see some of them still there. All locked up, unfortunately, but there we go. Yeah, you can see obviously they built pillars in there, and yeah, incredible to think that was a river. Yeah. Well, we really enjoyed our visit to Nottingham Castle. It's a pity we couldn't go inside the palace, but I think it's been all right. I think I've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, why not?
Subscribe, that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye then.